That's exactly right. The final countdown. That was thanks to Europe in their 1986 final countdown. Check that video out. A lot of long hair in that one. All right, so after 2 weeks, we have a three-way tie at the top. We've never had that before. I don't even know what to say. So we've had Alex Stills, Jerry Williams, and Katie Bennett. Congratulations to all three of you. And I want to acknowledge Max and Jack Lemire. Their video last year said, hey, Uncle Jim, you got to do better. Well, I hope I did better this year for you guys. And speaking of the Lemire boys, they had a little thing last year called a slow clap. So I want to recognize Katie Bennett. She was in first place for the entire 2 weeks. So Katie, congratulations. All right, so here we go. Let's do a game recap for Saturday. Florida took down Texas Tech. Can you say fundamentals? That's right, fundamentals. Florida 25 for 27 in free throws. Texas Tech 7 for 13 with two big misses on the front end of the 1-and-1 towards the end of the game. The Gators move on. Duke and Bama. Bama could not replicate that three-point shooting display they had against BYU a couple nights before that. Duke too big, too strong, and they're on their way. Houston, we have a liftoff Sunday. Houston, they took it to the, who was it they played? Tennessee. Sorry about that. Tennessee. And that game, that first half reminded me of that Zach Bryan song, Something in the Orange. Remember, Clemson had 13 points against McNeese State, and now Tennessee 15 points against Houston. Maybe it's the uniform colors. Those boys have to think about changing that. Then Houston went on and won by 19. Nightcap, we had Auburn and MSU. Auburn went on a 17-0 run in the first half. The Spartans, it was clank, clank, clank. Could not make a shot. Auburn held on, 6-point win, and they are headed to San Antonio. So we've got the Final Four set. We got Florida and Bama and Duke and Houston. This is only the second time in the history of the tournament. We've had all four first place teams, and that was 2008, last time that happened. You'll hear a lot of the prognosticators talking about chalk this week because the tournament is chalk. Well, you know what chalk is? It means it's the favorites, the betting favorites. And its roots go back to the days when the bettors used to use chalkboards and chalk to write the favorites on their big, bold letters. So that's how you get chalk. There you go. So Florida and Duke. Here, I did a little ciphering with my calculator and my computer last night. Don't go spending any money yet, but here's what's going to happen. If Florida and Duke make it to the final and Florida wins it, Jerry Williams. If Duke wins it, Evan Lemire. Auburn Duke, if Auburn wins it, Larry Lemire. If Duke wins it, Evan Lemire. Florida, Houston get to the final, and we've got Florida winning. Then we have a tie between Katie and Jerry Williams, and it comes down to the tiebreaker. We haven't had that either, so it could be interesting. Florida and Houston. Houston wins it, Dave Zitrauer, and Auburn and Houston. Auburn wins Alex Stills. Houston wins Alex Stills. So congratulations to all of you. Make sure, again, you don't spend that money. Have a good week, and we'll be back at you probably Sunday morning for the final recap. Everyone have a good week. Kamish out.